overcome the types of fears that they may think are holding them back in their life.
The event was canceled in 2021 due to COVID-19 and halted in 2022 because of a staffing shortage, finally returning this year. The man who attempted to get access to Governor Evers while carrying a gun twice had no known criminal history. 43-year-old Joshua Pleasnick is accused of illegally bringing a handgun into the Wisconsin Capitol on Wednesday, demanding to see Governor Tony Evers and returning at night with an assault rifle after posting bail. Department of Administration spokesperson Tatiana Warwick said Thursday. Capitol Police say the man wanted to speak to the governor about, quote, domestic abuse towards men, unquote. Madison police reported Thursday that the man was taken into protective custody and taken to the hospital. On Friday, Warwick confirmed the suspect still being evaluated. New legislation proposed in Madison would cover the cost of cancer screenings for those with dense breast tissue. Linda Hansen is an advocate for the Senate Bill 121 and tells WTMJ Now her experience with breast cancer screenings.
On dense breasts, the tissue in your breast looks white on a mammogram, and breast cancer looks white on a mammogram. So I understand why the radiologist didn't find it. What irritates me is no one ever told me that I needed secondary screening.
Susan G. Komen reports diagnostic tests can be thousands in out-of-pocket costs. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Citing Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 9:03.
This report sponsored by Mr. Holland's Heating and Air Conditioning. Visit MrHollandsHeatingandAir.com.
If you're like me, this is your favorite time of the year. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler. A time for falling leaves, football, hunting, and sitting around the fire with a big bowl of chili. That's what fall is all about. This crisp autumn air reminds us of the changing seasons and causes us to pause and reflect on our blessings. We're thankful for our family, friends, and the fine folks who fix our furnaces, like the incredible crew at Mr. Holland's Home Services. As heating season approaches and we click the switch on the thermostat from cool to heat, it's a good time to call Mr. Holland's and schedule a fall tune-up and safety check for your furnace. Or if you're ready to replace your older unit, we're offering up to 24 months of 0% financing. So before you carve that jack-o'-lantern and swap your flip-flops for flannel, call 866-992-1717 or visit MrHollandsHomeservices.com. If you're ready to fall into comfort, we can help.
Give yourself the gift of beautiful, long-lasting furniture this holiday season. Our pre-holiday sale at Ken Michaels Furniture will ensure that your pieces arrive before the holidays. We're offering 35% off Amish hardwood dining sets in your choice of wood, shape, and finish. Create a holiday table that's ready for your teenager's Instagram. If you order now, you can have the furniture of your dreams by Christmas. Stop in today at Ken Michaels Furniture on Capitol Drive in Brookfield and Highway 100 in Greenfield. Hosting this holiday season? Get your home dressed to impress. Ken Michaels Furniture is having a pre-holiday sale to get your new furniture to you in time. We carry thousands of fabrics, leathers, and wood finishes so you can create a look that's as unique as you are. Order now and wow your holiday guests with personalized furniture. With discounts starting at 30%, you can't beat these deals. Stop in today at Ken Michaels Furniture on Capitol Drive in Brookfield and Highway 100 in Greenfield.
WTMJ Sports Update. American Family Field will stay dark until next March when the Brewers start playing again. And the Packers will play their second primetime game of the season Monday night in Vegas against the Raiders. They'll play that game and the remainder of the 2023 season without left tackle David Bakhtiari, who recently suffered a season-ending knee injury. The Packers are currently 2-2 and are second in the NFC North. Taking a look at your roads with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic. Nothing major across the Milwaukee traffic system this morning. A little bit of a complication by the Milwaukee County Zoo. US 45 South and at 94 West, that right shoulder is blocked due to an incident. So watch out if you're driving on 94 West. You might experience a little bit of the slowdown. Other than that, in downtown Milwaukee, you're not having too much trouble.
Traffic is sponsored by Weniger Compressor, ready to service any facility at pressureisoff.biz.
Servicing world-class Wisconsin manufacturers for 9 decades. Contact Weniger Compressor at pressureisoff.biz.
Weniger Compressor.
WTMJ 5-day forecast. On Saturday, it's a high of 56 and kind of breezy and a low of 43 this evening. On Sunday, a high of 55 with spotted showers here and there. Monday, a high of 55 and temperatures keep increasing from there. On Tuesday, a high of 57 and partly cloudy and a slight chance of showers on Wednesday with a high of 60. If you're over in Madison, you've got temperatures of 44 degrees. Green Bay, you're feeling 44. Waukesha, it is 43 degrees right here in Milwaukee. It's a nice 46 degrees. I'm Jack Grouse, signing Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 9:07.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands. Whether you're planning the trip of a lifetime or just a weekend getaway, the Fox World Travel Show will be your guide.
Vacation, I wanna go,
On WTMJ.
Another Saturday at 9 o'clock, time for the Fox World Travel Show with Colleen Alsberg. Today, how are you?
I'm good. Good drive down today. Gorgeous, cool morning. Nice, beautiful sunrise.
When I was coming in at 6:30 this morning, the clouds had bunched up against the shoreline. It looked like mountain ranges as I was driving in. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day. I like
beautiful
these days.
day.
Yeah.
Fall day for sure. 56 for a high, so it's not going to get very warm.
I'm wearing sandals. I'm not succumbing yet to fall weather.
Oh, you're brave. We went to the Milwaukee Oktoberfest last night and got some beers and some
fun.
German nachos, which I'd never had before.
Fantastic.
But it got cold.
Yes,
we had our
did.
jackets on, and it was a little chilly.
Yeah, I noticed that as I left this morning to get the company car, and it was chilly switching out my cars this morning.
Didn't have to scrape yet, though.
Nope. We had a little bit, just one wipe of the blade, and we were good to go. Rock and roll.
So if you're here, that means Rose is still traveling?
Yeah, she's on her way home right now, so she'll be coming back from Italy today. And then we are swapping seats because tomorrow morning I leave with a group to Amsterdam. And,
That's right.
I'm hitting Avalon River Cruise. We're staying one night in Amsterdam, doing some fun things there, and then heading south on the Rhine River, doing the castles on the Rhine, Riesling Winery area, brandied coffee in Rudesheim. A lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to it. It's been quite a few weeks since I've been on the road, obviously. I'm here all the time, so.
Yeah, you've been here a lot.
Yeah.
So, well, good for you. Glad you get to take another tour out with some people and see. Now, you've been to Amsterdam how many times?
Quite a few times. Yeah, it's one of my favorite cities. It's kind of a hidden gem, I think, for this area of Wisconsin, not thinking about going to Amsterdam and the Netherlands. But what I'd like to do is when I get my groups there, get them settled in. Usually you can't check into our hotel right away, so I get them out on a walking tour, try to keep them up a little bit after the long flight. And, walk them through Dam Square and over to the Anne Frank House, maybe through the Red Light District during the day, so it doesn't seem so intimidating. But
still activity there, just not as dark and...
Right. Oh my gosh, it's such a busy city. The bicycles are everywhere. I always tell the folks, just number one, they don't care about pedestrians. You do not have any rights there. The bicycles have the rights over there. So somebody invariably always gets at least beeped at or belled at with their little bicycle bells. But
finger wave.
Yeah, oh man, maybe not so bad. The Dutch are nice.
That's funny. Okay, so Rose is coming back next week then. You're on this hour, though, and you and her both have knowledge of every nook and cranny of this earth. I don't know how you guys are so good at remembering everything, but pretty much any question you want to talk travel, you can get them in for Colleen here. The Old National Bank talk and text line is 855-616-1620. What's big news in the travel world this week? Anything that we need to know right off the bat?
Well, I was kind of excited to see this because I have global entry, and that is just something that I find so convenient, and more people are getting it. And Milwaukee Airport is actually going to have 2 enrollment things. One, they're going to have a TSA enrollment, so if you just want to get the pre-check, that's going to be October 23rd through November 3rd, and you must pre-enroll and get your scheduled appointment set up with tsa.gov/pre-check. So that'll be right there at the Milwaukee Airport. And then I just found out as well that they're going to be doing interviews for Global Entry. That's been the hardest thing to do, is to get that interview. I ended up doing it in Vancouver with U.S. Customs there because I could not get in Milwaukee at all. So that's a short period. That's only October 18th through the 21st at the airport, but you must get conditionally approved to sign up. They're not accepting walk-ins. There's very limited space. They conditionally approved probably means fill out the forms and pay the $100,
right?
Because they'll take the $100 immediately. That's not a problem. But they're going to need also a code to register for that. So they should go to Milwaukee Airport's Facebook page, and they can grab that code off there. And from that point, fill out the forms, pay the $100, and then go get that interview, because it just makes life so much simpler, especially in Chicago. When you're coming through customs in Chicago, that's such a zoo, and it's all paperless and and touchless. You just basically, it's done with your eyes. You look into the camera, and it says, "Okay, you're done. Go see a custom." Yeah, you don't get a piece of paper, nothing. You just
ocular
present.
prints now instead of fingerprints we're using.
It's so wonderful, and it just it's $100 for 5 years. It's so cheap, and really pays for, it helps you get through TSA quicker. Even with Global Entry, you get the pre-check with that as well, so it gets you through faster. You don't have to take your shoes off, your belts and your jackets, or unload all of your carry-on baggage. So it's a really good program.
Awesome. Good news that there's a couple opportunities, so take advantage of them while you can. Before we go to break, a text came in from Steve Scafidi. It says, by the time Rose gets back from Italy, she'll speak fluent Italian.
Especially Abundanza, I think. She's been eating a lot of great food. I'm so jealous. Risottos and
wines
and wine.
I just so my mom's been on a cruise, a river cruise.
I see that.
Over in Europe.
Yeah.
Rose has been over there. I'm just like living vicariously through all you guys and your Facebook posts. So.
Always welcome to come with us.
Always welcome to come with. It is the Fox World Travel Show. We'll be right back on WTMJ.
It's a city from a fairy tale on the Mediterranean Sea.
Netanya, the city of diamonds.
And in this city of diamonds lived a crazy genius named Moses Hadara.
Moses was a mathematician,
a diamond cutter,
and a bit of a theoretical physicist.
Albert Einstein devised a formula, E equals mc squared.
Albert's formula unleashed the power locked inside an atom.
Moses' formula unleashed the power locked inside a diamond.
Moses began with star facets,
kite facets,
upper girdle facets,
lower girdle facets,
and pavilion facets.
But then a voice told him to add 24 new facets, the Moses facets.
When he cut the final one,
Shazam!
Moses unleashed an explosion of light.
That dazzling diamond is known today as the Kessler 81.
See it for yourself.
See it for yourself.
See it for yourself.
At Kessler's.
To find the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Have you heard about The Gathering?
Why are you being so mysterious?
The Gathering is a mystery. It's an enigma wrapped in a puzzle and placed behind your sofa.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about the Gathering console table from Penny Mustard.
What's so mysterious about a table?
What's mysterious about a table that spans the length of your sofa with long legs and a top that's deceivingly wide?
Yeah.
Well, I'm perplexed.
The Gathering console table fits perfectly behind your sofa, providing a snack bar for parties, a buffet for pizza night, a homework station for the kids, and extra seating for the holidays.
How can it be all those things?
I told you, it's mysterious.
Thanks, Sherlock.
The Gathering console table starting at just $67 a month with only 1 penny down and no interest until October of 2025 through October 15th at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Mysterious versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
Russ bought his first home in Wisconsin with a mortgage from AccuNet when today's college freshmen were still in diapers. A few Friday mornings ago, Russ emailed saying he and his wife were ready to buy their forever home. And by 4 o'clock, we were all on a conference call with their real estate agent talking about what it would take to write a winning offer in today's inventory-starved market. And then it happened. They met their dream home face-to-face Saturday afternoon and wrote an offer $15,000 over asking, accompanied by an AccuNet property-specific pre-approval letter that guaranteed they could make good on that that offer without selling their existing home first and without requiring an appraisal. That's right, no appraisal required, which both the listing agent and seller loved. I can't promise your very first offer will be accepted like Russ and Julie's, but I will promise AccuNet can help you and your agent craft the most attractive offer possible. Hey, don't settle for a flimsy, unimaginative bank pre-approval. Get started with your rock-solid, guaranteed pre-approval by clicking on the blue button today at accunet.com.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Good morning, 9:16. Going to see a high of 56, mostly sunny, breezy. It is 49 now in Milwaukee. The Old National Bank talking text line 855-616-1620. Colleen Allsberg here to answer all your questions. Piggybacking off what we were just talking about, we have a text that says, if you have TSA, how can you add global entry to that? They're two separate things, right?
Yeah, they are. And I had TSA this last time, and so I kind of just let it run out, and then I applied for global entry. Because one is, I think TSA is now down to like $76, and then the global entry is $100. So for that extra money, it's well worth the time to to do it.
You're thinking global entry is better than TSA?
It is, especially if you travel internationally. If you don't travel internationally, it's probably not that big of a deal because the TSA is just basically to get you through security faster, whereas global entry will get you through customs faster, U.S. customs, not anywhere else, but that'll help you get through that.
All right. Let's go to the phones. Karen in Waterford. Good morning, Karen. What's your question?
Good morning. My husband and I had a trip to Hawaii, Maui, booked for leaving on October 31st. We were staying 6 miles north of Lahaina. So when the wildfires happened, they were asking people not to come, so we canceled our trip. We got our money back from the condos we had rented through Vrbo, but we're struggling with the flights. And we had gotten travel insurance through Travel Guard, but we're struggling with getting our money back because they want us to prove that the destination was affected. And the condo we were staying at is actually not, but because we were going to be spending most of our time in the Lahaina area, obviously that's a problem. So we kind of seem to be at an impasse, and I don't know if you have any suggestions on what course of action we can take.
Let me ask you this first. With the air tickets, did you cancel those? Or did
we had to in order to submit a claim with
you did. Okay,
insurance.
That's good. Okay. And then did you get anything from the airlines, a letter from them at all, that maybe that's the direction you can go?
No, because we booked through American and Hawaiian Airlines for the inter-island flights because we were also going to go to Kauai. But there was nothing from American. We do have vouchers, I guess, that we can use if travel insurance doesn't come through, but we hadn't planned on, and we have to use them by June of next year, and we hadn't planned on doing any more traveling. So, no, there's nothing from the airlines.
Okay.
We were kind of hoping the airlines would come up with something, but...
Yeah, I think because you actually you canceled them, but you got credit for them, and so the travel insurances are going to look into that, and they're going to see that you have credit available through the airlines. I think my best suggestion is maybe if you can go to customer service at American Airlines, see if they can give you some kind of a letter that says that you were unable to complete this trip due to the fires in Lahaina, and work that way. Which insurance agency did you book with? Or travel insurance?
Travel Guard.
You did use Travel Guard.
Travel Guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
If anything, maybe give one of our branch offices a call because those ladies have contacts that they can go to, and they can maybe get in contact with one of our representatives at Travel Guard and see what they could suggest that you could add in. But I'm thinking maybe if you had some kind of proof from the airline that you couldn't travel due to those wildfires at the time.
So just airline customer service, they actually will do that?
That's an iffy question. I don't know for sure. It's hard to, the airlines can be kind of difficult to work with and hard to get through. So maybe your best bet is go right to one of our branch offices, talk to one of our advisors, and have them contact our rep and see if she has any suggestions for you.
Okay.
All right, Karen.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for the call. Let's go to Diane in Oak Hill. Good morning, Diane. What's your question?
Good morning. On the global entry, my husband goes by his middle name. His passport and driver's license are with the name he uses, but his birth certificate is different. And I forgot to add that part onto the global entry application. Do you know how I can go back and tell somebody that I made a mistake?
I believe there is a place where you can contact them on the government site for global entry. Did you paid the $100 already and did all that?
Oh, yeah.
And did you get an appointment set up yet?
I got an appointment through mine for the both of us.
You did. Okay. Yeah. Probably just double check on that site again. See if there's a place that you can edit the information. Otherwise, there's probably not a phone number to call, but if there's any way that you can email them and just let them know, and you should use whatever's on his passport is what they're going to go by. They're really not going to look at.
Well,
I didn't need my birth certificate.
He does have both names listed on his on his passport, but the passport is issued with his middle name.
So yeah, I believe I didn't look at my birth certificate at all when I did my global entry. So I think they go by what is exactly on the passport. So if you applied with what's on the passport, you should be okay.
All right, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Have a great weekend. 855-616-1620. That's the Old National Bank talk and text line. More of your calls and texts coming up when we come back. It's the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hun, we need to stop putting off getting life insurance.
I know. It's just been so busy, and I'm sure the cost is out of our budget.
Well, Jen told me that they got a $500,000 term life insurance policy from Ethos for less than $23 a month. All online with no complicated forms and no medical exam. All they had to do was answer a few health questions.
Wait, no medical exam and all online?
I know, right? It's not easy to think about, but if something happened to you, James and I would be...
Okay, I get it. Let's get a quote from Ethos right now. Wow, you were right. There's no medical exam. And Ethos makes the whole online process fast and easy. And look at these rates and coverage options. It's great protection and totally fits our budget.
Ethos. They've removed all the barriers from getting coverage. Go to checkethos.com to get your free online quote. That's checkethos.com. Quote based on a healthy, non-smoking 30-year-old male with a 20-year term policy. Rates may vary.
Do the changing seasons have you dreaming of that perfect sun-kissed getaway? From the Caribbean and Mexico to Hawaii or Florida, Fox World Travel's expert travel advisors can recommend their favorite beach resorts with Delta Vacations or island hopping cruises with Holland America and Celebrity Cruises. What are you waiting for? Don't miss out on the best savings of the season. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. There are memories to be made, and Fox has the expertise to get you there.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. When it comes to memory care and assisted living, you want a team that knows compassion and empathy. That's Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living. I know, my grandma was in assisted living. I have an aunt, one of my favorite aunts, right now in memory care. At Azura, they specialize in caring for those with early to late stage Alzheimer's or other related dementia symptoms. They provide additional daily living assistance for those with cognitive decline. 14 locations in Wisconsin, AzuraLiving.com, Wisconsin-based, family-owned. The teams I trust are at Azura. AzuraLiving.com.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane and Colleen Ellsberg here with you this morning. Thanks for listening in. You can find the Fox World Travel Show podcast on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts, including foxworldtravel.com, which is a great resource for all the things we talk about here on the show, foxworldtravel.com. They made it very simple. Let's go through some more text here. It says, I will be joining Rose Gray on the Vietnam trip in February. What vaccinations would you suggest getting?
Well, I was just looking at the CDC website, and they're not requiring any vaccinations. There's some recommendations out there, just about everything they're asking you to get: chickenpox, diphtheria, flu, COVID-19, Hep A, Hep B, the whole shebang. But my best advice would be to go to your health advisor, to your doctor, and talk to them, because I know there's some cases where age might be a factor, or your health might be a factor, or mixing medications, tell them the destination that you're going to, and then go from there and have them give you your best advice on vaccinations. We'll be sending you some information as well closer to departure for that trip, but the best bet is to go to your doctor.
My wife Tracy just was at her doctor, and we're going to Costa Rica in January, and they suggested COVID updates and typhoid.
Yeah, weird.
I don't even know what that is. I mean, I've heard of it, but hopefully we don't get it because I don't know that I'll be getting a vaccine for it.
Yeah, I think if you stay away from farms with goats and all that good stuff, you won't get the goat typhoid or whatever that is that they have in Costa Rica.
Okay, so we have another one here at 855-616-1620. That's the old National Bank talking text line. Any news on Mexico safety? I wish we could go to Zihuatanejo again.
It's the same old, I guess, in Mexico. It's always been, I would have no problems going to Zihuatanejo today. You just have to be safe, no matter where you go in the world. Even in Wisconsin, there's places. But in Mexico, in fact, I'm doing a presentation this afternoon on the entire country of Mexico, and I was looking through everything, and I love Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, one of my favorite places, and they're just recommending don't go out alone, don't go out at night. Just stay in the secure areas in Ixtapa during the day, and if you want to go into town, maybe do it with a tour group or something. But I really haven't heard anything that's very crucial for Mexico that would not make me go.
There you go. 855-616-1620. Good morning. My question for Colleen. I have global entry, but time to renew. Can I get an appointment now to renew, or are they only taking new applicants?
I think the renewal process is actually easier because you've already gone through those interview processes. And just looking it up, it says that you select the renew button online. So I don't think you need an appointment for that. So check that out first, and then we'll go from there.
Another one came in. Can you please repeat the special dates for the global entry in Milwaukee?
Absolutely. It's going to be on October 18th through the 21st. And just please remember that you have to be conditionally approved before you go to the airport. Then you have to register with a code that you can find on Milwaukee's airport's Facebook page. They are not accepting walk-ins, and they have very limited space.
All right. Follow up to this global entry is the topic today. It says, just an FYI, I submitted my global entry renewal at the end of January 2023. So it's a while ago. Still waiting for conditional approval. CBP said it could take 12 months when contacted. The good news is they said that my global entry will not expire due to their processing issues.
Oh, fantastic.
And that's for a renewal. So it takes,
wonderful.
Even renewals are taking a while, I guess.
Yeah, it's crazy right now. I might have to renew my passport in a couple weeks, and I'm scared to death because I hate being without my passport.
Yeah, scary stuff.
Yeah.
So before we go to the news break, tell people what all Fox World Travel does.
We are a full service travel company. Not only do vacation travel and group travel, and we do destination weddings, we do meetings and incentives, and we have a huge corporate department that takes care of every corporate need that anyone could ever ask for. So give us a call, look at our website, check things out, and we'd love to help anybody with their travel needs.
Much like Rose and yourself, when you get contacted by Fox World Travel, they're going to connect you with people who know where they've been, where you're going. They're experts at what they do. You have specialists for certain areas.
Absolutely. And now the day of doing everything over internet and phones, we don't have to have it. We do have in-person, and we'd suggest making appointments for in-person, but we do have some hybrid type situations as well. And you can work with our ladies up in De Pere all the way down to Brookfield over in Sheboygan. We have ladies and gentlemen, I shouldn't say that. That's we got a lot of great guys working for us now too as travel advisors, and we're growing every day. We just had our graduation yesterday of our next class of travel advisors, and they're out and about, and they're so excited to get going and show the world to everybody.
Check out everything they can do at foxworldtravel.com. We go over to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Jack Grau. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for having me. Giannis Antetokounmpo and his 4 brothers have opened a clothing line and store named Antetokounmpo Bros, located on Juneau Street in Milwaukee, featuring sweatshirts, pants, and other athletic clothes. The Milwaukee Business Journal reports proceeds from the store's e-shop will go to social groups and charities selected by the Antetokounmpo brothers. The grand opening is today at 1 p.m. The Wisconsin Supreme Court's newest justice has rejected calls from the Republican legislative leaders to recuse herself from 2 lawsuits involving the state's legislative maps, which she described as rigged during her campaign. The Journal Sentinel reports that Supreme Court Justice Janet Protasewicz released her decision just before the 4 liberal justices who control the state's highest court agreed over objections from conservative justices to take up one of the lawsuits that is aimed at undoing the current legislative maps. The new justice saying, if president does not warrant recusal, my oath binds me to participate, which may trigger impeachment proceedings as threatened by the Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. And all Wisconsin post office locations will be closed on Monday in observation of Columbus Day. Taking a look at your roads with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic. Nothing major across the Milwaukee traffic system this morning. Still that little bit of a slowdown over by Oconomowoc on 94 West. If you're over on 94 West, heading towards that way, add a couple minutes onto your commute. Might be a little bit of a slowdown there. Other than that, no major slowdowns across the Milwaukee traffic system this morning.
Traffic is sponsored by Annex Wealth Management. It's time to know the difference, and Annex Wealth Management is ready to help with investment, retirement, tax, and estate planning as a fee-only fiduciary partner. AnnexWealth.com. Click the Get Started button.
WTMJ 5-day forecast, a high of 56 this afternoon and a low of 43 this evening with some increasing clouds. On Sunday, a high of 55 degrees with some spotty showers. On Monday, a high of 55 as well, partly cloudy. The temperatures keep increasing from there. A high of 57 on Tuesday, still some clouds. And on Wednesday, a high of 60 with a slight chance of showers and clouds. Over in Waukesha, you have temperatures of 44 degrees. Here in Milwaukee, it's 48. I'm Jack Grouse, Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 9:32.
This week on WTMJ.
ABC News national correspondent Stephen Portnoy is live with us from Washington.
The House is now decamped. Now the question is, how does the House of Representatives function?
The big names.
Robin Yount is with us live this afternoon on WTMJ.
He is the most special person I know on the face of this earth. He's the man for Wisconsin, that's for sure.
The stories you're talking about.
To hear Robin Yount genuinely gush about how special Bob Uecker is, it's really charming.
This report is sponsored by Floor Coverings International. Visit floorcoveringsinternational.com.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here for Floor Coverings International. They're doing the flooring in my house, and it is awesome. You get a rave-worthy experience with Floor Coverings International, the stars of flooring. Now enjoy special financing and save hundreds off on new floors during FCI's Save with the Stars event. Enjoy FCI's all-star service, including the mobile flooring showroom. I love that. Thousands of options, down to the penny quotes, and professional installation by one local team for your entire project. Offer ends 11/30/23, so schedule your in-home consultation today at fcipromo.com. Offer good at participating locations.
Planning a getaway? Reserve a parking space that includes superior service and value. Exec Park is the only local family-owned valet parking serving travelers using Mitchell Field for over 42 years. Exec Park has an even greater deal for a limited time just for WTMJ fans. It's just $8.50 a day with cash payment when you mention WTMJ. To get terrific valet parking at this amazing rate, make your required parking reservation today. Call 414-747-1000 or visit execpark.com and tell them you're a fan of WTMJ.
You're off to see the wonderful world, and then it's back to your own castle. Make sure yours is beautiful and up to date. Siding Unlimited, Wisconsin's best contractor for everything on the outside of your castle, welcomes you home to the best it can be. You should not have to worry about your home's integrity while you are away. Let Siding Unlimited ensure it with all the best exterior products. Hometown Siding Unlimited is recognized as one of the best contractors in America by the manufacturers of the nation's best products in siding, roofing, decks, and especially windows. They have the awards. Take the initiative, and Siding Unlimited will make you proud to come home every time, whether it's from an exotic tour or from the grocery store. Set up an appointment with Siding Unlimited for your castle renewal now, and we'll see you when you get back. Bon voyage from Siding Unlimited, and then welcome home. SidingUnlimited.com.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane and Colleen Ellsberg, good morning. Thanks for joining us. So last week when I went to foxworldtravel.com, went to resources, vacation, travel shows, and events, we had a new Europe 2024 spotlight on the land tours that you and Rose put together, correct?
Correct.
And now I see something up there called Sip and Savor. What is that?
Yeah. Rose and I did that quick turn. She was in town for like 37 seconds, and so we had to get together and do this recording called the Europe Land Virtual Travel Show. And once you listen to that, take a peek at that. Then we decided, you know what, let's, people don't really know a lot about us. There's still people out there that don't know us. And so we wanted to do these sip and savor events, and they're going to be kind of fun. They're very relaxed. They're not a hard sell. They're just two events that we're having. One in Neenah. It's Wednesday, October 18th at 6 p.m. at the Sante Wine Bar in Neenah. And we're limiting the amount of people, maybe about 50 people. And what we're going to do is just have roundtable discussions. There's going to be Fox World tour managers there. There's going to be Fox World travel advisors there, and we're not going to put on a big presentation or anything. We just want people to come and talk to us, learn about Fox World Travel, learn about what we offer, not only our groups, but independent travel as well. So we're going to do that in Neenah, and then we're going to head west a little bit for a change, which is really kind of cool. We're going to head to the Madison area, and we're going to be at the Cambridge Winery on Thursday, October 19th at 5:30. And again, same deal. Rose or I, or both of us, and some of the other travel advisors and some tour managers from my department will be there just to sit, chat, and get to know us and get to learn our products.
You guys are like, we're not going to be anywhere exotic, so let's create our own exotic experience. We need to drink wine and work.
Exactly.
How can we do that?
Yeah, that's kind of a squeaky way of getting around things, isn't it?
That's funny. But you do ask people to register ahead of time for this?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because we do have to limit the amount of folks that are going. We're getting pretty full right now. We just want to meet some new people and have some fun and talk travel, which is what our passion is.
So this is Sip and Savor, SAVOR. Not
yes.
savor like I'm going to save money.
Right.
Savor like we're going to enjoy this wine and this time together and savor this moment.
And it hints of a few appetizers too, I believe, because these are 2-hour events. We'll have some past appetizers as well, and some lovely wines or sodas or whatever you'd like to drink, and just kind of hang with us and have some fun.
If you want to sign up, go to foxworldtravel.com, resources, and then vacation, travel, shows, and events, and you'll be able to find that to sign up for it. So 855-616-1620, the old National Bank talk and text line. If you want to get through with calls and texts, we'd love to hear from you. Global entry being a hot topic today. You're going to be without a passport for a little while. That's freaking you out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's time to renew.
It is time to renew. It's been 10 years. I can't believe how fast that's gone. And I'm leaving Sunday for a trip, and then I come back for a week and a half, and then I leave on my own vacation, but it's back to Europe. And once I get back from that 10-day trip, mid-November, then I have a group going out in April where I need 6 months validity on my passport, and I won't have that in April.
Right.
So I have to get this thing renewed as soon as I get back. I'll have the paperwork and everything ready to rock and roll when I get home. I'm going to expedite, and they're saying, I don't know, what is it, 6 to 8 weeks for expedited, up to 12 weeks for a new or non-expedited passport. So, and renewals, I was hoping they would get to that online renewal thing. They were talking about it before COVID or during COVID, but that hasn't happened yet, so we still have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. It's very painful without a passport.
So I have a question. You're gone so much. Do you own a house, or do you just like crash on people's couches when you come back?
I call it a very expensive storage closet. It's I do own my own place, and I should just sleep on people's couches. That'd be a whole lot cheaper. But no, I love my home, and I love being home. It's great to travel, but it's wonderful to be back home. There's nothing like that, too.
Yeah. Sometimes when you go on that, even a week-long vacation, by like day 6, you're like, yeah, this is awesome. This is great, but I'm kind of ready to get back home.
Yeah, I get that on day 10. If I have like the 2-week trips, about day 10. That's my cutoff, it seems. And I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to see my family. I'm ready to just sleep in my own bed and eat normal food and not be fed all those wonderful dishes everywhere in the world.
You do eat and drink more on vacation, don't you? So
you
you're
do.
like,
Yeah, but I think I eat better when I am on vacation.
healthier.
I do, because especially when you're on cruise ships and like the river cruises we're going on, it's all locally sourced garden, farm to table type meals and lots of salads and just very healthy, healthy breakfasts. So I think I eat more for sure, because I don't make 3 meals for myself usually every day. But I'm dreaming of the soups that they're going to have already this week. They always have the best lunch soups on Avalon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The Old National Bank talking text line 855-616-1620. Do you know anything about Iberostar Selection Paraiso Maya Suites in Riviera Maya? We're going in January.
I bet they're wonderful, because I love Iberostars.
Yeah, they're cool.
I love that complex. That sounds new to me, actually. So I'm going to have to look into that. But I just love that whole complex because of the higher you go in the complex, then you can use the facilities throughout the whole complex. And they just do it up right. They have great food. They have amazing entertainment, lots of fun, great beaches in that area.
What I find about Iberostar, they seem a little more authentic, too. Like, you feel like you're in a different country when you're there, whereas with like a Riu, it's more European, it's more like industrial. And that's not the right word, but it's there's a different feel when you go to an Iberostar typically than when you go to some of the other places.
Absolutely. It feels local. Yeah, it really does.
It does. Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to take another break. Love to hear from you. The Old National Bank talking text line is 855-616-1620. The Fox World Travel Show is on WTMJ.
We will only sell products we believe in, and we believe in Armstrong Air furnaces. With variable speed blower and multi-stage performance, Armstrong Air's most advanced furnaces deliver the highest number of features, the most comfort, and the greatest efficiency. This is Anthony Zanevsky with Quality Heating. To me, Armstrong Air is the professional's choice. So see the man in the red van, and we'll get you a furnace you can rely on for the long haul.
You gotta see the man in the red van. Quality Heating, Quality Heating.
When you need emergency service 24/7, any time of the day, any day of the year, call Quality Heating. With one of Wisconsin's largest HVAC fleets, you can count on us being there in a hurry. So don't worry. This is Anthony Zanevsky with Quality Heating. When you're in a heating or air conditioning jam, just see the man in the red van, and he's going to have a master plan to make sure you stay comfortable.
You gotta see the man in the red van. Quality Heating, Quality Heating.
Is your home drafty and cold in the winter? Retrofoam of Southeastern Wisconsin will fill your walls, lower your heating and cooling bills, and give you an airtight seal with their foam insulation. It's all done from the exterior of your home without any hassle or mess. Retrofoam offers a lifetime no-cost warranty with a property protection guarantee. They take pride in their customer service, treating all customers like family. Get 0% financing for 5 years if you call and mention WTMJ. Call today at 262-234-FOAM. That's 262-234-FOAM.
It's great to get back home when your castle grounds are grand. Outdoor Living Unlimited is a company that does just that. As in their name, your outdoor living can be grand and the possibilities are unlimited. Patios, decks, water and fire features, lighting, pathways, pergolas, outdoor kitchens. Unleash your imagination out there. Then turn Outdoor Living Unlimited loose. Travel the world and always come home to your dream destination. Start with a voyage to Brookfield's OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only to the Wisconsin State Fair Cream Puff Pavilion. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% off retail. This weekend only at the Wisconsin State Fair Cream Puff Pavilion.
If you need a place for new home interior ideas, then you have to come talk to us. Our on-staff decorators know furniture, home decor, and a lot more. And they're not only creative, but also very willing to help you make great choices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee. Stop in often, because our inventory changes daily.
Design Exchange.
Previously, it has been gently loved, but here you'll only find very well-conditioned premium home decor items that you likely won't find elsewhere. Distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original art, and other tasteful home decor at a value. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor on consignment at 25 to 40% off retail prices in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Getaway? No one does it better. Back to more of the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Nobody does it better than Colleen Alsberg.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for being here this week.
You're
Rose
welcome.
is back next week after her world travels. Like Scafidi said, she probably can speak fluent English at this point. Or Italian, because she's been there
I'm sure she
for
can.
like almost a whole month between the two different trips. It's crazy.
She keeps ending all her chats to me with ciao, ciao, ciao bella. And I'm like, okay, Rose.
Yeah, thanks for rubbing it in, Rose. Appreciate it.
Oh, she's awesome. I love it.
855-616-1620, the Old National Bank talk and text line. Let's go over to Tim in Plymouth. Good morning, Tim. What's your question?
Good morning. I've been trying to get a global entry appointment for my son, actually, for the last couple months. Now I see they've got him in Milwaukee, but checking the Milwaukee Facebook app page, Milwaukee Airport, they're showing no availability because all they do is redirect me to the normal global entry page.
Yeah, I can imagine that might be the case, actually, because they said they had very limited spots available on those 3 dates. Everyone is having such a hard time getting those interviews, and that's one of the issues we're running into. Might check Rockford Airport. They have a U.S. Customs there, too. Once in a while, they can get an interview process done. So as long as he's all registered, paid his money, and get some kind of appointment ready, then go from there.
Yeah, he's been trying for the last year, but okay, we'll keep working on it.
Yeah, crazy. We need more government employees. Is that what we're saying?
I think so. I think we're a little short-staffed.
All right, Tim, thanks for calling. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Do you know if Milwaukee or Chicago doing charter flights to Mexico in late 2024?
Usually ALG, Apple Vacations, FunJet Vacations, they all do their charters up until through spring break and into Easter for Milwaukee, and then Chicago is usually a bit longer and yearly. So for sure, Chicago will be good later into March, and then Milwaukee, just kind of watch when Easter falls into place.
All right, Mike from Slinger, thanks for that question. 855-616-1620, the Old National Bank talk and text line. So we do have more things that you have on your list over there, I see. Mm-hmm. You got a list of stuff we're trying to hit. What else do we need to talk about?
Well, I remember we talked about sun-kissed getaways, or we didn't talk about that last week.
Correct.
Because I had the wrong information.
Okay.
It is actually going on through November 15th. We have this amazing promo. Also with Apple Vacations and a lot of our other vendors, but the Apple promotion is now in place through November 15th, so you can save up to $150 additional off your vacation packages. It's for new reservations. It's savings on hotels and flights and hotel flight packages, including the charters. It's combinable on all Apple destinations. There's a booking window as well through a travel window, now through June 18th. You'd have to travel of next year. So there's some blackout dates for the holidays and things like that, but that is a big, neat promotion. Take a look at that because they're going to all the right bells and whistles. Dayton and I were just looking at that Iberostar Paraiso.
Man, that looks awesome.
Is gorgeous, and that is in that big complex, and I think you can't go wrong with that. And then also with this sun-kissed getaways, we have all different promotions going on with Avalon Waterways and Royal Caribbean and Classic Vacations and Delta Vacations. So again, check our website because we just have there's 40% off some select cruises. There's Walt Disney, there's Globus, Hawaii, just about everything on sale right now. So take a peek and get a hold of one of our advisors.
FoxWorldTravel.com is the website. I'm excited by this because for a while, the pandemic hit, we couldn't travel. Then travel was slow because people were afraid to go overseas and do things because of the pandemic. And then it exploded, and there was the demand was so high that there weren't specials like this going on. It's like,
right.
You want to travel, you're paying full price because we can't even stock enough seats to keep people happy.
Yeah.
So this is travel's kind of back to where it used to be pre-pandemic. We're traveling. Now there's some fun incentives to get us to go to different places again, and it just seems like we're almost there.
I think so. It feels like it.
Yeah.
We hit that high point where I was so busy, my days would go by. I didn't even know I was working. I mean, it was so fast. The week would go by, and now we can offer these kind of specials and promos. And they're going to be coming back to the groups as well. We're doing 25 groups already. We're working on that. We can't keep on top of it. It's going so quickly.
That's awesome. All right, one final break. When we get back, more of your calls and texts, 855-616-1620. That's the Old National Bank talk and text line. It's the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Are you ready to play ball? Grab your bat and put on your helmet for virtual baseball with Sandy Max and Steve Scafidi every Friday at 10:35 on WTMJ Now. Compete with other WTMJ listeners.
2 at-bats left. You can do this. It's going to require some big hits, though.
And you could win a WTMJ prize package. It's virtual baseball on WTMJ Now. Brought to you by Signing Unlimited.
I know it's hard to believe that someone who charges almost 40% less than another can actually do the same job just as well, and maybe even better. But when it comes to our agents, when you give us a chance, you'll see we're pretty good. We know the market, and our expertise is second to none. We just charge less. Why pay 6% when a Benefit Realty agent can help you sell your home just as effectively for 3.9%? This is Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where you pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com. Well, when we're letting you know that we're here, we're good, and we work for far less than most real estate agents, while still doing a great job for home buyers and sellers all across southeastern Wisconsin. You can believe what we say, or you can base the truth on what others say, like when you read our multitude of 5-star Google reviews, or when we can talk to you about our growth. The numbers don't lie, and they prove that more and more people are finding out the real value that Benefit Realty delivers. Why pay more when you can pay far less for full service? Benefit-realty.com.
There's a reason people sold to Grandview Homes instead of using a real estate agent.
Not only did we receive a fair offer, but we were able to take as much time as we needed and could leave the house a mess.
Visit GrandviewHomes.com to discover the easiest and fastest way to sell a home.
Champagne's not as cheap as ginger ale, and you can't buy caviar for the same price as candy. But right now, you can buy high-end Beautyrest and Sealy Posturepedic mattresses for nowhere near high-end prices. Hasseless Mattress is clearing out a handful of premium floor models. These mattresses are the best, and you can get them for way less. Like the Sealy Posturepedic Glendale Falls Queen was on sale for $955, now just $362. Or the Beautyrest Windsor Isle King was on sale for $2,077, but the floor model is just $623. Plus, save big on a Beautyrest Advanced Motion Adjustable Base. Was $999, now just $377. It's like buying a Rolls Royce for $10,000 just because it sat on the showroom floor. Selection is limited. Only a few floor models are available at each Hasseless location, and when they're gone for good. Find a self-service, employee-free showroom near you at Hasseless.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Before you pack your suitcase, hear from the experts. Here's more of the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Dayton and Colleen here with you. Thanks for joining us this hour. We appreciate that. You can find the podcast up by about Tuesday at foxworldtravel.com. They post it there, WTMJ.com, wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple. It's everywhere. All inclusive, no matter where you want to listen to us. That's great.
Wow.
So you have an update on the charters somebody called in about.
Yeah, I was looking up the schedules, and it looks like Cancun is running 4 days a week until about April 1st. We've got Cabo going through April 1st, Jamaica through the 3rd of April, and then Puerto Vallarta beginning of April as well, Punta Cana. So everything's right around April.
Okay.
Yeah.
So end of March is covered.
Yes.
It sounds like.
Looks like it.
All right, and you have something, you guys get out into the community and do events. We already talked about the Sip and Savor that's coming up, but there's another side of the business that you guys have as well.
Yeah, we have an amazing marketing department that really likes to get Fox World Travel out on the road, and we recently did a booth. We hosted a Fox World Travel booth at the Winnebago County Health and Human Services Health Fair. It was called Reconnect recenter, and re-energize. And travel is certainly a part of that. And we think travel is a big part of health as well. So this was sponsored by Winnebago County. It was for their employees, and we host events like this all the time. So if there's anybody out there that would like Fox World Travel to come and talk to you, or put up a booth, or hang out and just talk about travel and how it relates to your situation, your event, we would be glad to do that. Because like we've said, we've got so many different people at Fox that know different areas of travel that we can have any kind of booth set up for them.
You know, the psychological impact of having a vacation is not only during that vacation and taking a break from reality, it's the anticipation of the trip and knowing it's coming.
Absolutely.
Right? Just knowing, I can't wait to get away. You have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
That to me is like half the fun, is knowing it's on the way.
Yeah, it gets painful for me. It's rare that I don't have something, just because I'm in the industry. It's rare that I don't have a trip to look forward to, but it happens, and it's scary for me, but it makes you feel so. And there's some, I think you get a little high too after you get home too, and you've just come off this amazing vacation, this amazing trip, out of your element and experiences, and you just revel in that. Just looking at my Facebook posts from last year. At this time, I was in Egypt with my group, and they were just the most amazing group of folks I've ever traveled with, and all my groups are great. But they just really took wonderful part of the whole culture of the Egyptians, and we had so much fun. We even got back together when we got back to the States here, and we got together down here in Milwaukee and just reminisced. And so there's so many good heartfelt things that happen when you travel.
I love the Facebook memory that comes up every year, because you're right, it reminds you of all those trips you've taken on a regular basis. Sometimes you'll be talking with friends like, oh yeah, we went there, and you remember it. But every year now you get that memory that's like, oh yeah, we were there. Remember when we were there and how much fun we had?
And sometimes it feels like it was eons ago, and sometimes it feels like it was just yesterday.
Yeah.
And I can't, to me, Egypt felt like it was so long ago, but it was only just a year ago. And a year from this year, I'll be going back to Egypt. I've got my secret sold out trip of Egyptian travelers that are going, including, I believe, your mother is going with me.
She is.
So I'm excited to share that experience with her. I'm still in contact with Hazem, who was probably the most amazing guide I think I've ever had in my life, and he knew Egypt like the back of his hand, and he was kind, he was funny. He just would talk to us openly about everything about his lifestyle and his religion and his family.
That's awesome.
In addition to being an Egyptologist and showing us everything he knows. So that's the kind of experiences that just make your heart feel full.
And it can all happen thanks to Fox World Travel. Tell everybody where your locations are quick.
Our branch offices are all the way north up in De Pere. We've got Sheboygan. We've got Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, Brookfield. Did I miss any? Appleton, sorry. Appleton. Yeah, so we've got the branch offices open. They are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And get on the website at www.foxworld.com and book an appointment, send a little chat over to us, or give them a call and talk to one of our great advisors. We've got a lot.
And the two events coming up, Sip and Savor, Explore Europe events. It's a kind of a casual get-together, talk about different travel aspects. October 18th in Neenah, October 19th in Cambridge, Wisconsin, right near Madison, you said that is?
Yeah.
And you need to register for those ahead of time, because there are a limited amount of seats available for that. So foxworldtravel.com, go to the resources page. You'll see vacation travel shows and events. Join Colleen and Rose. Are you both going to be at both?
I'm not sure yet. I'm just going to be getting back,
Okay.
so I may be at one and she may be at one. I'm not sure. If I'm in that mode, I might just go to both.
Awesome. Danny Clayton and the Annex Wealth Management crew coming in next with Money Talk on WTMJ. Have a great week.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma Brands.
I've been living with the snoring problem nearly my entire life. In fact, I can remember my mother teasing me, saying that I'd snore so loudly that the walls of our house would cave in with each breath.
Fast forward only recently, when Jessica's snoring forced her husband out of their bed and into another room. It's a pretty common situation. We call